Hello, Monster Man here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 32 of my Kugath campaign, where Andrew is currently assaulting... I can't remember what city this is, probably doesn't matter. We've got Jeff the Shits on you, Lord of Change, who has no spells, but he is very glowy. I mean, that's a lot of glow right there. He's got the bling, and why not? If you got it flaunted, that's what I say. So he's up there just kicking the shit out of people. His stats are pretty bad. I don't know why you'd want a Lord of Change, to be honest. They just don't seem like... Surely the point is they have lots of magic, and to be honest, if you've got a couple of casters in your army, you probably have all the spells. Unless they like have something where they actually like give you more winds of magic, that might be quite useful, but otherwise... Anyway, we're through the gates already. Yes, there comes Andrew. Already just bludgeoning people to death. These dwarves have had their armour sundered by Woolworths over there. And the dwarves are now being squished, although of course there's a distinct lack of jam. Sad. Never mind. Meanwhile, we've taken the walls very easily and summoned in some plague bearers to help knock out these crossbows. More plague bearers now climbing up onto the walls. Jeff the Shit having captured... He killed 6 people. I mean, it's not... It's not great, is it, Jeff? There's a reason you're called that. And down here, we have easily broken through. Our core units have broken through this gate over here, taking on the halberdiers, who are currently poking the Beast of Nurgle to death. However, something I have forgotten about is the flame cannon. That's right, they've got a fucking flame cannon here. And I've completely forgotten that. I should have sent Jeff to go and harass them. I mean, he probably wouldn't have killed them. He would have kept them busy, I guess. As it is, I completely fucking forgot there was a flame cannon here. And now they're pointed at my large number of clumped units. And I haven't noticed them yet. I'm still just merrily enjoying myself. And now I've noticed them. I'm like, what the fuck is... Oh shit, flame cannon! Oh, that's gonna sting. Okay, quick, intercept. Ow, that stings. It burns. That's the point, but it burns. Alright, this gate at least is dealt with, no problem there. We're now throwing our flesh hounds up, trying to knock out that flame cannon. Oh, that's so much damage. Jeff is running straight into... Ooh, dodge, do a barrel roll, Jeff. Fucking dodge it, useless bastards. At least they're shooting at the giant flappy bird parrot monster. Too late. Okay, that flame cannon is now a little bit busy. Thank God. Oof. That did a lot of damage in a very short amount of time, but fortunately it has been now knocked out. And the rest of the Empire forces are basically being mopped up. And we're getting a stream of corruption in there, which is actually a very effective little breath spell. Does a lot of damage. I mean, Andrew's pretty effective overall. Hang on, what's going on with this guttering? It's not lined up. Fucking unplayable. Well, apart from forgetting about the flame cannon, that went okay. That was pretty good. Okay, let's... What was I going to do to this? Was I going to sack it? Was I going to occupy it? Fuck it, I'll occupy it. We've got Ostermark. Do Ostland have anything left? Oh, they do have... Right, they've moved, basically.
I cannot.
Well, oh no, they got Wurzen as well. Oh, we can go and take Wurzen. I mean, not that they really have... Basically, they'll be recruiting spearmen and garbage, so not too bad there. We want to chase down Anastas. Erengrad. Defences? Not great. Not great. Never mind. I mean, we've got the money from that, so if we lose it, no big deal. No biggie. I mean, you do have plague already, don't you? Yeah, everyone's got plague. Everyone's got plague. Sylvania's dead. We need to kill Stirland. No, Stirland. No, yeah, Stirland needs to die. So we need to come down here to deal with Stirland. And Kislev. I feel like Kislev are pretty much on the ropes. They're still kicking. And also we got some orc issues. But then when haven't we? Also Cathay. Right, okay, so what I think I need to do, apart from just plaguing everyone, which Also, when you're pooping your guts out, which is right about now, because everyone's got plague. Okay, good. So, Valmir cool. Foul pus. Valmir cool. All heading north, which is good. Who the fuck are you? Shadow Legion. The fuck? The fuck are you? Oh, I bet you're like your Belly's armies. That explains all the soul grinders. Honestly, renegade demons. Whatever we do. Oh, it's just. Who would expect demons of rebelling? Demons so edgy. They're like, yeah, I'll rebel. I'll rebel against anything you fucking got, mate. Fair play. Spurts Mildew, that's disgusting. Honestly, every time I read his name, I'm just like, that sounds horrible. Like, is there anything worse than mildew? I mean, yes is the answer, but still, it's pretty bad. Plesk. Good old Plesk. Yes. You know what? I'm going to go for this place first, because if we take that, then Ostland only have one settlement left. Then we can bop Ostland, and they're no longer going to be a Valmir fucking... No, what's his name? Fuck, that guy. Luminarch boy. Not Volgarhus. Valmir Rukov? Is it Valmir? I want to say Valmir Rukov. Fuck that guy. Fuck him. Valmir cool. Now, has everyone got plague? Almost everyone's got plague. So hopefully that's bouncing around between everyone. 6 there, 4 there. I mean, we could plague the Volary. Now, what I want to do is get some agents up here. Because literally the only way you can really deal with the enemy and rifts is by sending agents to go and close the fucking things. Wulrich is a strong, confident, boil-covered man. You're corpulent. Okay. And you're Scarbarous. Okay, well, that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to hunt down. We're going to see if we can hunt down. It's going to take a fucking long time to get over here. We're going to see if we can hunt down Meow Ying. And potentially... I mean, it does look like... It does look like Kairos is in kind of some issues. So we should be able to find him if he's still alive. So he's less of a threat because he's currently getting his head kicked in by, you know, faction number 1. But if we can find Meow Ying and basically if we can shut down all the portals near her, that slows her down and gives us more time to do our thing. Now, it's still fairly tricky because armies in March stance can outmaneuver agents. And as long as there's one rift, she's just going to march through it and we're not really going to be able to do anything about that. Do I just do... Right, where are these settlements? So, Osterwald is over here, so you're fine. You're also... Okay, that's fine. Actually, we can build that up, and that's nice. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I will not disgrace my...
Fucking dwarves. Fucking dwarves. Let's go with plague duration and less armor. Bugger. Okay, well, let's just infect that, and then maybe you'll infect the dwarves. Which, they've only got one settlement, but I just don't have any spare armies. To be honest, at this point, I'm kind of like, I don't need any spare armies. Another Valmir cool. Dies in the line of duty. What a guy. I mean, what the fuck does he do? Does he just like... Is he like hiding in a bush? The army walks past and he just like goes, ah, runs out of the bush, just kind of like leaps on the closest person, just robs himself all over before he gets pummeled to death. Is that what he does? Or does he like sneak into the camp while they're all you know, camp down for the night and licks their spoons. And I don't know if that's a euphemism or not. Look, Sterling's over here as well. I mean, Castle Drakenhof should be fine. Waldenhof is mostly fine.
Don't think so.
Alright, well, let's concentrate on things we can deal with. Which is killing Ostland. Fuck you, Ostland. Fuck you. Fuck you. Now, where are you going? Are you going to Zoyshnek? I wouldn't be surprised. But we do so much more, Kugath. I'm going to march in here, because that's going to give us the replenishment we so desperately need. And we're going to take this place. Fuck me! What the fuck is with this auto-resolve? There's no way in fucking... What did they kill 31 of? It's fucking auto-resolve, man. I don't know whether it's just like with Nurgle or something, but it's absolute fucking bullshit. I mean, fortunately, Nurgle's got shit tons of casualty replenishment rate. Otherwise, I think his campaign would be basically fucking impossible.
A new way to share.
Right, Ostland aren't dead yet, but they only have one dicky little army mucking about. We've got some issues over here, but again, I'm generally fine with it. Let's go attrition, let's go plague duration, let's go less armor, or someone on a plague, doobie-doo. We'll go run over here and spread plague to Ungrim. We've got 3 armies, but our territory is vast and we're still losing so much money. And I mean, I know we've got a lot of money, but I really don't think any factions should have to run in deficit. Because, well, do I feel like that? The problem is, if you've got like a deficit of 10k, you might have 100k, but effectively that's 10 turns. And that's 10 turns where you need to make 10k every turn. Now, making 10k every turn is very hard. Because even if you get the big, you know, we've got those big paydays, haven't we? We've got the big sort of like, we got Kislev, we got Prague and Erengrad, and I think Wolfenburg was another one where we got huge amounts of income, which was nice. But as you keep expanding, you kind of have to keep expanding. Because the AI is always going to throw multiple stacks at you. So you can't defend, even if you've got a small homeland, you can't really defend it very well. And if you sack a place, it takes a long time for that to get back to, you know, it's probably going to take another 10 turns before it's actually worth anything to sack again. So at that point, you then have to find something else to do, which means you're then travelling further and further afield. So basically, this is why Norska doesn't work, because its economy is bad, and they're like, well, yeah, you're supposed to be sacking shit. And it's like, well, that's fine, but I can't sack shit and endlessly defend my territory from the psychically aggressive AI. It's just kind of bullshit. Alright, you can't stab anyone, which is fine. That's me getting off my soapbox again. Thing is, I really do like Warhammer 3, but I do think it, you know, it still has some of the same issues that have plagued Total War for so long. What the fuck are we making pots for? It's out of interest. Comes to channel pottery for the cult. Inevitably, the hidden marks, sigils, and the patterns slowly corrupt their users. Oh, okay, we're making evil bowls. Sure. Evil pots. Would you like my pot, sir? Is it evil? No? Are you sure? Yes? Alright then, I'll take 8. Plus the fact our buildings cost, you know, donkulous amounts. Where the fuck is Wurzen anyway? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, we can do something about that. Nice big garrison there. We should be fine. Yes, we'll upgrade you. And, you know, we're spending a lot on upgrades. It's not even just like, this is what we need to spend for army upkeep. We're spending a lot of money on just generally sort of upgrading shit. No, I don't think there's any point trying to defend that.
Behold, my alchemical and biological.
Don't show him your biological wonders, please. Non-aggression pact, I guess. I don't know who you are, or where you are, or what you're up to, but sure. Kugath receives plague. Oh no, I hope it's a good plague. Is it the right plague, or is it the bad plague? Good plague, bad plague. That's fine. It's fine. Grievous, which is fine. I'm not even going to care. Quoth the Raven. Who the fuck are you? Bears fucking galore down here. Right, can't reach you, but you're probably going to go for Zoishnek would be my... Oh, problem is there's so many agents around. We're almost certainly going to get spotted, but... It's worth a punt. We've also got another army over there that needs to be dealt with. Some armies meandering over here, but that's fine. We'll retake the settlement that they spent so long trying to capture. They threw so much shit at that. Seriously? Alright. With the help of a corn soul grinder, because, I don't know, why not? He's a big burly boy, isn't he? This big old shotgun hand. Hey, nice. Alright, we're pushing into the settlement. We've got some plague toads back here, just held in reserve, just in case we need them. The Soul Grinders of Nurgle pounding the enemy line. Now, unfortunately, Dungrotz here, of course, this is the faction leader of that Nurgle faction that we confederated. Dungrotz does not actually have a spell to heal himself. I've not... Yeah, I need to give that to him. Inevitably, I will forget. But he needs it because Great Unclean Ones are... Well, they're very large. And they're a very large target. And against an army that's very shooty, such as this, he's going to get shot up pretty quickly. So, and obviously, Dungrotz here is no Andrew. So while he'll be doing fairly well, he won't necessarily be doing as well as Andrew would. And I'm going to treat him like Andrew, and that's not necessarily a good idea. Gee, the Soul Grinder of Khorne just throwing people against barricades. Doing all kinds of nasty shit with that sword. In come our Furies to help out. They'll be picking off. I mean, the Furies are actually... And look at that, melee attack is 41. They've got 49 weapon strength. That's a lot of damage they can put out very, very quickly. They are, though, very, very fragile. Something I'm not used to. And, like, this unit over here, this was not a good idea, because these guys are now pushing through, and that will mean that these Furies are now kind of locked in combat. In comes some cavalry as well. Basically, these Furies are dead now. There's nothing I can do to get them out of that situation. Rotflies, I'm not going to throw in there, because I'm worried about might lose them as well. The problem with flies in Nurgle's army is that it's very easy for them to get very, very far ahead of your main line. So, of course, your main line is very slow, for the most part. Oh, it's a gong boy. Hello, gong boy. He's getting a battering. I mean, this little garrison is pretty easy for us to deal with, to be honest. This is no real concern. You can see our Plague Bearers slowly advancing. The Soul Grinders now joining in as well. The Plague Toads still being held in reserve just in case I need them, but to be honest, they're not really going to be able to do much back there. Soul Grinder pushing forwards. Backing up those Furies. And the Kossars being picked off very nicely. Yeah, that unit of Furies got absolutely destroyed. But talking getting absolutely destroyed, this garrison is getting wrecked. Those soul grinders are very difficult to put down. You really need like a lot of missile fire put into them. And some really big tanky units to hold them in place. Otherwise, they're just going to go rampage. But it does look like Dungrotz, despite not being Andrew, has succeeded in taking the settlement. I mean, it's no massive surprise. And with significantly less losses than Auto-Resolve would have predicted. Okay, we lost one unit of Furies, but that's fine.
Warzone has intervened for us.
The fly.
And Kislev continues to shrink. Maybe Ted can actually do... Ted, have you taken Black Gulch? I mean, it's not bad, although your capital is under siege there. I can't help but notice that. Where the fuck... Did you die again, Ted? You're literally the worst, Ted. Ted, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Nakari is...
Prince promises ecstasy for every sense if you submit.
Well, that's very nice of him. I mean, at least they took out the Wood Elves. The last thing I wanted to deal with was Wood Elves, so at least there is that. And you apparently have taken that, which is fine.
Father Nurgle.
Do I... I'm going to have to head back to deal with the dwarves, aren't I?
On we go.
We're going to have to head back. Come on, Andrew. Meander back this way. Now, can you actually march? Does that make any difference? Oh, it does make a little bit of difference. Okay, you can meander over there. Right, you've all got plague, which is fine. That's good. Everyone here's got plague. Ah, look at this. Look at all this plague. You're welcome, Zinch. You know, you dicked me over multiple times, but you're welcome. Now I've got all of these guys to move, which is incredibly irritating. And then I've got to find Meow Ying, wherever the hell she is. I mean... It doesn't look like she's here.
I am no slave.
I serve only the dragons.
So, where the shit is she? I mean, she's probably around here somewhere, I'd guess. Oh, there's Ted. What are you doing over there? Gonna have, tickle Slaanesh's fancy, are you? Alright. That's fine. We're down to 2.3k. And I guess that's because some of our settlements have now gone up in value. So Cliffs of Death currently at 3.4. Now, the thing I will say is that it does seem like your settlements, when they're at their best, don't seem to make as much money as like enemy settlements do or other settlements do when they're at their best. I mean, if you look at like Icetooth Mountain here, I mean, I don't know what income. So they got 400 from the altar there. Putrefaction mounds. That's 300. Which is nice. It's 300 there. Then they've got the port. So I mean, this okay. That province does have lots of ports, though, doesn't it? So there is that because you've got like 3 ports. So I guess that does kind of make sense. Mind you, the Cliffs of Death has got 2 ports, so you also get the 200 and the 200. I don't know. It's just Nurgle's economy doesn't seem that good. That's my fresh take. Nurgle's economy may not be the best.
Plague Lord, forgive me. I cannot affect it.
Okay, we're going to stab you. You're just recruiting a shit ton of goblins, would be my guess.
Father, blessed me.
Oh, you did manage to shank him. Good job. And you guys are running away? I'll take that as a yes. Fedrion! There's a couple of fairly badly mauled armies meandering around. That's all fine. Oh, we could upgrade the Silver Pinnacle. It's going to cost an absolute fucking bomb. Do I need to do that? I mean, 20k is a lot. And we're going to have Rebellion, but I'm not particularly worried about that.
Sickliness is next to godliness. Don't
Hello,
you
Kairos. What's up, buddy? You want me to join your war against those guys? Again, no. Mate, I've got enough problems without... Look, I'm at war with enough people without declaring war on other factions. So you're not even anywhere near... Who? The Tong. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. I guess I'm doing that then? I can probably defend against this. The question is, do I want to? It's probably worth it. Battle against the forces of Slaanesh. Well, at least some demons. Demon forces. It doesn't matter anyway. So they've got some demonettes. We haven't really fought demon forces, mostly because they're the only ones that won't necessarily declare war on us. So, kind of don't bother fighting them for the most part. Basically, we've got enough people to kill without them. So, who needs these guys? Demonettes. We've got these nice little towers. We're actually in like a Slaanesh settlement. Look at that. It's got, you know... Shit, what the... Ah, yeah, of course Slaanesh towers, or siege engines look like that. What does Slaanesh siege towers look like, just out of interest? I bet they're like just a dildo, aren't they? Just a massive dildo. No, that's... You know what, slightly less disturbing than I was thinking, although they've got big spike wheels there, which is interesting. They actually managed to reach the wall. They have. Just a big tongue, isn't it? There we go. I think I'd prefer the old Nurgle siege towers. They're way more disgusting. Our towers, though, doing a lot of good damage, and of course we have some allied Zinch units in the settlement because they have an outpost here, and so these demonettes of Slaanesh are getting wrecked by that fire over there, which is nice. Good to see. Meanwhile, it looks like they're trying to force their way through the gates. Now, they will get through, although why they're using 2 battering rams, I don't know. Because you can't really use 2, you can only use, what, I guess it's a backup, just in case. Oh, anyway, our towers are doing good damage. The enemy general there, Gloria, Duchess of Carnility. It's a hell of a title, isn't it? How does she do her hair, do you think? With difficulty, I imagine. Of course, we've got our exalted plague bearers up top there, just chucking down death heads onto the enemies below, which is doing quite a lot of damage. So they don't have a lot of ammunition, but they don't need to, because once they've expended all that ammunition, they would probably have racked up quite a few kills and softened the enemy up. Meanwhile, several demonic units trying to clamber their way over the walls, but getting picked off by those blue horrors. Blue horrors aren't particularly good by themselves, but, you know, wiping out an enemy mostly with their warp fire and then hunting down the survivors is something they can definitely do. And it looks like a chariot is trying to gnaw its way through this gate, which is apparently not working very well. I'm not surprised, to be honest. Like, you've just got your... What are your tongue horses doing? Are they just licking the door to death? That's going to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Some units trying to sneak through, but we're picking them off quite nice and easily there. That's no problem. Over here, they've finally broken through the gates, but they've run into some Spawn of Nurgle. This is going to be tricky for them to break through, because, of course, Spawn of Nurgle are unbreakable and pretty tanky. Lots of health there. as per usual. Some chariots also trying to break through, but we're holding them in this position. And what we can now do is actually bring all of these units down to help out. Some Poxmakers of Nurgle joining the fray there. And we've also got some rock flies there coming in from the flanks. And then the plague bearer is going to come in from behind. And basically, these guys are now in a lot of trouble because they are locked into combat and surrounded. And if you're Slaanesh, you want to be the one doing the surrounding. You want to be the spooner, not the spoonee. Because now, they got nowhere to run. So they're just slowly being picked off. Snuggles to death. Death by snoo snoo. Things not looking particularly good for them. And then over here, we do have some Demonists of Slaanesh trying to break through our lines. Now, they do have the speed, and we don't, but we've got something they don't, which is towers. And our towers are basically just going to rain destruction down on them as they try and advance towards their objective. I don't quite know where they're going, but it doesn't really matter because they're going to be dead before they get there. These chariots are trying to break through the gates. They still haven't managed it. They're close, though. They've almost licked their way through. I mean, considering that our gates are not in the best nick, you know, that doesn't look brilliant. But apparently it's good enough to hold them back for quite a while. I guess if you're trying to lick your way through, it's going to be pretty tricky anyway. The attack on this wall has been completely crushed, and the survivors now being wiped out. And that's going to be enough to cause army losses, and the rest of the army is just going to crumble away, even before they've licked their way through the gate. Right, well, our losses were 16, so not really the loss that was predicted there. You're going back. Oh, and there's another little army over there. Okay, that's fine. Right, everyone's still got plague. Good. Settlement receives lots of plague. You died. Besieged. You've got a plague. Lots more plague. Good. 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 Hello. Right. Okay, I'm just going to kill you, if that's okay. Oh, that's a lot of soul grinders, though. That's a lot of soul grinders. Where did that army go? They might be ambushing, but I can't be sure. And where's Andrew? Oh, there he is.
Father Nurgle.
Hiding. Okay, I'm just going to meander in this direction and say hello. In fact, you come over here because then you'll be in range to defend the settlement, and these dwarves will, I'm guessing, probably run for their pathetic, insignificant, hairy little lives. As is tradition. And we'll come over here and start mopping up. Basically, it's the mop-up operation. We're just going to take out Kislev.
Not possible.
And you've just got a bunch of shitty little guys. Ballsgrad does not have a particularly big garrison, though. Let's build you there. We could do some upgrades here and there. I get the sneaky suspicion when this army attacks, there's probably not much point defending that, because that huge stack of soul grinders is probably going to be more than an... Wow. Kairos really wanted to go for the jugular there. Don't think that's going to work out for him. I wonder if we could get a Valmir Cool in there and plague Meow Ying before she goes into the rifts. If she gets it, because at that point she's just going to take attrition damage over time, and she won't be able to replenish. So basically, and she's going to be in, so she's going to have to go for the Realm of Khorne. Now Zinch is going to have to go for the Realm of Zinch. We need to go for Slaanesh. So we need to be prepped. Oh, we've got options here, haven't we? It's a 5k. That's a 5k. Can't see that one. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to meander over here. Is that army? Maybe. That one is under siege. They've got a couple of stacks there. They may decide... Ooh, that's actually a really nasty... Kastaltin. Where the fuck did you get fucking elemental bears from? The Forbidden Citadel? Maybe. I mean, not that elemental bears are particular... Wait, you've got 4 fucking elemental bears. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Seems silly to ask the question now, really, doesn't it? Seems silly to ask the question. Right, Phaedrian, you can come down and maybe assault this guy. You're not plagued, but you're not replenishing. And Plesk has enough of a garrison to hold you off. So I'm not particularly worried about that. That is a kind of worry, though. You do have... Just come over here, because I want to know what they've got. Because they've been recruiting pretty hard. So although they've got... they're taking attrition damage, but they're not that damaged, because they haven't been taking attrition for that long. Let's just start assaulting people. Failure? Oh, foul pass. Come on, mate. Pull it to fucking get up. Okay, Kairos' army is kind of garbage. Oh, he does have these Doom Knights. That's quite nice. Oh, I genuinely don't know if it's worth... I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Your interference threatens the great experiment.
Okay, I mean, you're right in the middle of it. I'm amazed you're still alive, mate. Found a rebellion on the plane of illusion. Where the fuck's the plane? Oh, over there. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. Are we under siege? Yeah. Goldtooth is as the Plague Lord, really? Alright. Oh, Xiaoming. Where are you? Over there.
I am a dragon, not
okay.
a slave.
Noted. Okay, don't care about that. Talagas? No! You were a guy that was somewhere there. Never mind. He was definitely a guy. Let's get Norse Infection. Is that the last tech that we... Oh no, we got Fattening Seeds. Casual replenishment from... I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Of all the things we need deep in the tree, in our research tree, casualty replenishment rate is not one of them.
I die before betraying Kislev.
Duly noted. Now, because there's an army there, I'm going to just keep the plague that I currently have. It's probably going to sting, isn't it? Oh, fuck me. Yeah, that's done.
Blasphemy! Blasphemy! I serve...
I mean, you've got nothing left.
Fly, master.
We can take these two. And at that point, I mean, they've only got, like, what's that? 5, 6 settlements left? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The fly, master.
Oh, Ungrim. Hello again. Oh, you've got all of those stupid... oh, God, I really need to kill you, don't I? Like, I legitimately just need to wipe you out. You're starting to get on my massive, pendulous, plague-filled tits. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.